Now, for the first time, SpaceX has carried out an on-the-ground test of its huge Super Heavy boosters. It brings the company's Starship rocket system one step closer to the Moon and Mars. A live stream of the test appeared to show the engines firing, huge clouds of smoke pouring across the launch site. The company's owner, Elon Musk, tweeted that 31 of the Super Heavy booster's 33 rocket engines fired for about 10 seconds. Enough engines, he said, to reach orbit. Niamh Shaw, a scientist, engineer and writer, explained what the ground test means for future space travel.
The rocket itself will launch eventually, we reckon in the next month or so, but that just can't happen. There has to be a number of tests, and testing the engines is an important part of it. And this rocket is composed of two parts. The Starship is what it's called. It's composed of kind of two parts or two stages. The lower stage is the Super Heavy, and that is the one that has the majority of like the thrust and the power that will get the upper part, the Starship, into orbit or onwards to the Moon and Mars. So the lower part, the Super Heavy, has 33 engines at its base, and they're Raptor engines, which have been designed specifically by SpaceX. Never before until today did we see all of those engines firing at the same time. Now, two didn't. One failed to start, another one just stopped itself. But even, as you said, as Elon Musk tweeted earlier, even having 31 will definitely get to the Moon. So that's groundbreaking. It really is. This sort of power, SpaceX are claiming that this rocket is twice as powerful as the rocket that took us to the Moon, which was the Saturn V, created by NASA. And also NASA's latest rocket, the Space Launch System, which successfully took the Artemis, the Orion capsule, to orbit the Moon and returned there in December. So this is a mighty rocket. And the upper part of it is Starship. This will have the capacity to bring up to 100 people at some stage in the future to the Moon and onwards to Mars, or cargo. So it's very big, and it has the capacity to carry much bigger cargo than we've ever seen before.
Niamh,
so today
sorry, I just wanted to say, because we are showing on our website, we have a lovely diagram of the various rockets through history, and just how big Starship and this heavy rocket are compared to, I mean, Saturn V is the next one down, and then SLS Block 1. So, and I mean, just looking at that compared to the what seems tiny now Space Shuttle, this is a giant, isn't it?
It's a giant, and it's interesting. You know, I was in the room in 2016 when Elon Musk walked on stage and rolled out his grand design at the Astronautical Conference about getting to Mars. And even then, he was talking about this sort of level of engineering, and he came out and he was talking about these engines. And at the time, nobody really kind of believed that we could possibly conceive about going to Mars. It was sort of pie in the sky. But he sort of broken it down into achievable chunks. And we hope, as you said already, to see a test orbit or an orbital test launch in the coming weeks. And today was a really important part of that.